Hi, so welcome back to Chicken Maker Season 2. Now we are on our way to show you the game between Nemomoyang and Ekivoku, and this is the deciding match of the third and fourth place.
Yep.
And they're actually fighting for a prize. So the winner, who takes the third place, comes home with $20, and the last place, the fourth place, obviously, who's the loser of this match? I don't know why I'm keep explaining. I'm just, he takes home $10. So both of them have still enough money, some to buy a chicken.
Yeah.
Actually, $10 is not enough to buy a full-size chicken. That's like half. But
yeah, $20 is enough for any kind of fried chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, and half of chicken. Yeah, in Korea we sell half of chicken for $10 whatever. So it's less than $8.
It's not $10,000. It's $10,000. It's okay. Let me correct that. Between $10 and $20 range, not $10,000. Yeah. So Graver just slipped his tongue right there. Yeah, and if we are buying chicken for $10,000, we would be the most inflated nation in the world. So it's hilarious. Okay. That's a good icebreaker. Okay, so we did enough explanation for both players, and so I don't think we need to dwell much longer. And the rules are the same, but the stake is now a bit higher because it's third and fourth place. So let's move on. Okay, so and once I hit the button, we are gonna see the beautiful intro of the chicken maker. Then we are gonna go on to the game.
Let's go. Whenever I see this intro, I really wish to eat chicken.
Yeah, I could go for one with a beer right now.
Yeah.
Although it's very late. It's past midnight right now, actually. Okay, so Ekivoku on the left with his Udren Big Day, of course, and Nemomoyang with the crack and crack control.
Yeah. Again, Ekivoku is playing only Woodland Spirit deck in whole the tournament.
So at this point, I think players are very aware that Ekivoku is playing only single deck, right?
Yep.
Either they faced him in the previous rounds or the world got out, probably. So probably it's possibility.
So
yeah,
Ekivoku is spending all their mulligans to get away of weaker cards and get access to their witchers.
And Nemomoyang has control of both spears, which is very nice.
Yeah. So Ekivoku plays neutral.
Yeah. So Archespore and a Necros are in a bad spot in a matchup like this.
And Nemomoyang plays the second spear.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a pretty common opening between the crash control and monsters.
So feels like monster is in a tough spot because their engine just gets taken out so easy with the artifact and the crack leader power. And Ekivoku basically needs to rely on his big swing plays to carry the round. And it's gonna be very tough because he needs it for at least 2 of the 3 rounds.
Yeah. A Witcher play from Ekivoku and the same Witchers from Nemomoyang. And a Roach.
So one is playing Roach, the other is not playing Roach. Usually most of the big deck doesn't have space for Roach. Some people do play it though.
They do prefer to have some bigger units than Roach in their deck.
Yeah.
With their remaining provisions, so they wouldn't really prefer to play Roach in their deck.
Yeah.
And Nemomoyang playing a Sea Hill in their deck, so it would be interesting when they will play that Sea Hill.
Yeah, and I think Ekivoku needs to play his Wild Hunt Hound in hurry when they can go for the full value. Yeah, so no reason to save it. He might as well play here. Yeah.
To kill a Witcher. That's a 6-point play. And Ekivoku doesn't really have that much big swing play here, but
Yeah, he would really love to have a spear tip in his hand, but all he has is a Goliath as a single big point unit.
Well, Nemomoyang is discarding a not really favorable cards from their hand. So they didn't even he spent all their discards, 2 skulls and 1 Birna brand, but they didn't even use any
So Nemomoyang obviously hopes to draw like a card like a Mokbark and Skirmisher or True-Shot Skirmisher to discard with Bonar Brand, but he didn't get any, which is unfortunate on his end.
But in terms of round, Nemomoyang is pushing hard on round right now. So he is not gonna. He doesn't really like to play Sihil in this round, but still wanna win. So Ekivoku plays a Dorgare and Nemomoyang plays.
So he could pass here, or he should at least play another card to bleed his last card.
Last card.
So it is a bit of a gamble to play a card here because it's only a 9-point swing, and this is a very nice play. Obviously, knowing the hand because Nemomoyang only has a Sihil left in his hand.
Well, actually, Nemomoyang, when Nemomoyang was seeing the opponent's leader power, he would have known that the last card is not a unit by the Woodland Spirit's ability is not in green. Oh, that's a really bad hand. But Ekivoku
can at least pass the right pass here. He doesn't need to commit, and I think that's what he should
have anything to commit here.
Yeah, I think he should drive pass right away. Yeah, he makes the correct play.
This is not really coming.
And also Nemomoyang has a horrible hand because he has a two-shot skirmisher hand with nothing to discard with. But because Ekivoku drive pass, he can actually get rid of his bad hand. So Ekivoku, if he knew the opponent hand, obviously he would have pushed it just one. But because he doesn't know the opponent hand, he didn't commit. So yeah.
Okay, so he replaced the skirmisher and
now Mokbark is just a 5-point wolf.
So does he have anything to pull out with the villain? I'm not really sure.
Not quite sure, but Sihil is now gonna see value.
Sihil is now gonna get some point here.
And Crack either takes out, and Ekivoku doesn't have artifact removal anymore.
Yeah, Ekivoku really wish to play a immune unit here.
Yeah, and this immunity is a nice play to slow the onslaught of Sihil.
Yeah.
Delay Sihil's damage by a turn.
So the pirate captain is brick, so he plays it. And Necro Warrior, so Necro Warrior is killed by Sihil and
Sihil and the Savage Bear, right? Or in combination of Sihil and Savage Bear.
Play a villain to.
Yeah, I think it's just taking out.
What does Willem take out? I'm just curious. Why didn't he play Willem in last turn? He could just play Willem in last turn to grow their Sihil, but he didn't.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Even though it is a brick, playing a 2-point spy.
To grow Sihil is worth it. Then, that's worth it.
Anyway, in this case.
Drowner should take out Savage Bear, right? He plays cool. So I wonder why save a Drowner? Why not play the Drowner right now? Take a Savage Bear.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Maybe he thinks the points does not really matter, but I think it matters, right?
And what does the villain?
Because Sihil is gonna find the value throughout the round anyway.
That's the most curious thing. What is the villain doing? So Ekivoku doesn't have only have weak drive units in their hand.
Yeah, very weak bronze unit without much synergy, and
they should play a Drowner maybe.
Ekivoku is quite taking some time to make a play here. Just play Neko Warrior, right? Because it doesn't get single. It still gets taken out with the leader ability and Sea Heal, so Sea Heal is really getting a full value here.
So what does the Willem do?
Oh, professional.
That's what Willem do.
Okay, that's huge.
Yeah, that's really big.
And takes out. But this is interesting because it's a tie. It's a tie. So
yeah,
I think
it's a really good villain play, but
yeah, I think if Ekivoku made the correct play or a little more efficient play by hindsight, he would have won, right?
Yep.
So if he took out the Savage Bear or
or something, if he took anything from them, yeah, just anything. Any one thing from them, he could have won, but he missed everything.
So yeah, it's a definitely missed opportunity on Ekivoku's part. So although the score says 1-1, it's because as we explained, draw is counts as a victory for both players. So
we see a equal quacks in Nemomoyang's hand. That is not that big threat in monster versus monster match.
Yeah,
that would also get the opponent's biggest unit too. So that's unfavorable.
Okay, 3 witches come out.
3 witchers and 2 riders.
Archispore. Okay, so this is now a mirror match basically.
Well, when Fork Tails were more popular, many monster players.
Yeah, it was a good counter with the.
Didn't really like.
Yeah, it was a good counter against the both Necros and Archispore, and it was actually used in tandem with the Ancient Foglet, because Ancient Foglet dies and brings a 5 points body onto the board. Yeah, it was a nice combo with the Folktail. I remember I used to play that combo a lot.
Yeah. But recently, monster players are used to play both Witchers and Riders because it would be better thinning.
Yeah.
So Ekivoku is using a Witcher and already played a Rider. Oh, Navigator for 3 point. That is definitely Nemomoyang is just going to lose the round here.
That is very weak play, inefficient.
They just really don't want to commit big things into rounds, so they just pass.
So Ekivoku takes the round.
Yeah, -1 part damage. So Ekivoku can actually bleed here using his Wild Riders or some big units. Yeah,
and interestingly, in this mirror matchup, the player who argues first to take out the opponent's Spear Tip, and if you don't have another counter play to make the same play, then that player will lose who lost the Spear Tip from their graveyard, of course.
Yeah, so
that's one thing to take consideration in this matchup.
So Ekivoku both players didn't really put big things into graveyard, so that means both players are lacking on resource in graveyard. So it would be huge if one player can utilize Ghoul and one player doesn't.
And Ekivoku really needs to be careful here not to lose the card advantage.
Yeah, truly, because Nemomoyang is just always goes first in round 3.
Yeah.
So Ekivoku really doesn't wanna get stolen.
Yeah, both of them have 2 engines going at once, and both of them have a Dora Grey in hand. So I think they're gonna make the same play in this preceding turn, or I might be wrong. Maybe no, I was wrong. So
one more drive.
So Yeah, better to get the synergy going while you can, and Doragre can come later.
And
So
Ekivoku is in slight lead, but
mm,
Nemomoyang can still catch up.
yes, so
Great. So he can play.
so
a
yeah,
spear tip.
Ekivoku still wants to play single big
He
unit
he
to
plays a
put stuff in the
single
graveyard. Makes
big
sense.
unit.
Mm.
So what does Nemomoyang do?
So Ekivoku might hold on to Goliath here just to make sure that he has a big play in the last round.
Yeah.
Or if he wants to, yeah.
So here Ekivoku can play the Goliath with the
Leader power. I think that's
or-
overcommitting, right? I think he
Actually,
should pass at this point.
Playing Goliath is also really risky because if opponent catch up with the leader ability and something that
Something big, then yeah,
that would
they
be
can
a
just.
card advantage loss.
But you lose your Nemomoyang then loses his leader ability for card advantage in the situation, so it won't be too bad.
That's true.
Yeah.
Actually, in this matchup, the card advantage isn't that important. Just about
that's the point.
who has more bigger units.
And Ekivoku needs to get rid of his artifact cards.
So
Now that's really constricting his hand.
the important thing is Nemomoyang
he needs to make
currently
a
have Royal Decree, and which is
The top
access
mulligan
to,
choice here.
which is access to
Yeah.
Odwell.
And
Ekivoku doesn't have any ghoul.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
one ghoul, but
he has
he
one
ghoul,
goal.
but
Okay.
his opponent gets the Odwell to
Oh,
steal his
so here
rare resource.
going first actually gives the Nemomoyang the advantage.
Yeah,
Very curious case indeed.
yeah. In this case, Ekivoku got stolen his big units, so his ghoul is so weak.
So the smaller, yeah, it's the old spear tip, I guess. Takes out the.
So, if the ghoul would have worked well, Ekivoku's hand would have been slightly better, or just equivalent. Yeah, just equivalent, I guess. Or well, but Ekivoku's ghoul is way weaker than Nemomoyang's one.
Yeah.
So
well,
this makes really big difference. And that would
Bobs
be
the
a game.
Dow. Yeah, it's a simple math at this point. One has a 13 points, one has a 10 points, so 13 points we always win.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
Nemomoyang's
not 30 points just
ghoul
wins,
was
and-
way better than
Yeah.
Ekivoku's one. So it is similar. The starting hand has
Yeah.
similar power, but the graveyard resource mattered in this game.
Indeed. Okay, so once again, Ekivoku hasn't won a single game so far. He just has 2 draws. That's interesting. And that's really rare fit to pull off. And it's not a nice feeling going for the draw and just losing game after.
Next
Okay.
game, Ekivoku is still playing the same monster deck, and Nemomoyang is playing a elf.
Okay,
Elf control. We have seen in semifinals with Dopplers. Yeah, having Dopplers, a lot of Dopplers in starting hand against monster is sometimes good and sometimes bad. It is well because monsters usually put neckers in early game. You really want to kill neckers with archers, and that makes Doppler weaker.
Yeah. Oh, why doesn't he? Okay, maybe he's also setting up for Big Shiru, because he didn't kill a Neko right away with the Dual-Blatan Archer.
Yeah, that's a nice plan.
That's interesting heads-up play.
Yeah, that can utilize the Doppler and also get
full value out of
the round
Shiru
win.
towards the end of the round.
using-
And I think it's easier to make that play because he's going second.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
he can take more time to set up for bigger play. 'Cause he's going
And
second.
the Vanguard and Dopplers are
Doublet and a Vanguard
good
and
tempo
a
base for him,
Prehead
and
Vanguard and
this is
Doppler.
huge.
But Ekivoku is getting 3 drive synergy units going off at
here?
once. But this is a Shiru setup right here.
But they passed
Okay.
for +2 card. It means they're gonna keep the Shiru for round 3.
Oh, I see. So
In this
Nemomoyang passed without making a big Shiru play to
Yeah.
keep the card advantage.
In this case, Ekivoku is -2 in cards, so
But that doesn't matter because if Ekivoku just drive pass,
yeah,
Boso players go up to 10 cards anyway. So that's a very curious quick pass from Nemomoyang's
yeah.
part.
That's just because they really wanted to keep Milan and Milva and
Maybe
Shiru for
Nemomoyang
round
doesn't
3.
really care about the card advantage. Maybe he just wants a wrong round. Because that's a very interesting quick pass.
Yeah,
that doesn't
that's
guarantee
very-
a card advantage. Because if Ekivoku just passes at the right
Yeah.
time, he doesn't lose card advantage at all.
Yeah, this isn't a play we see every
Normally
day.
see in the homecoming grant.
Yeah. Wallen Rider from Ekivoku, he can pass for 10 card round in round 3, but really Nemomoyang plays Milba in round 2. That's
Yeah.
interesting, and Ekivoku and keeps going in for round.
But Ekivoku doesn't necessarily want to drive pass because he needs a stub in his graveyard. He also needs to get the Wild Hunt Riders out.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
Because the
yeah.
the giant monster decks really wish to win the make
Yeah,
the
they need
round
a
3
stub in
short.
their graveyard,
So
basically. and
he was in big dilemma in that situation.
yeah.
So they really want to have short rounds, but he's on -2 cards.
So I think what one play can potentially make. He's still pushing. Now he is going to lose the card advantage if Nemomoyang takes the points with a single
So here
play.
Nemomoyang has huge card advantage, and
And Nemomoyang doesn't play. Yeah. Okay. So Ekivoku is already in a situation that he's gonna to lose a card advantage no matter what because he's down 2 cards. He played
true.
into the threshold where he's gonna lose the card advantage.
Milan for 8
So,
point plus Milba.
That's pretty poor decision making by Ekivoku's part, and yeah, because there's no way he's gonna secure the card advantage now.
Yeah. And well, Nemomoyang can take the card advantage back this
Yeah,
turn. Yeah, he does.
and Nemomoyang also gets Aaron out of the deck. Now he is up 2 cards
That's huge.
in a position to take this round, and
And
Ekivoku just has to play all of his cards.
Dorogori doesn't really do big thing, but
Yeah.
locking the Aileron doesn't really do anything.
And Nemomoyang can just play Evan
He'll-
here just to lock the game out.
He will really wish to play Yavin here.
Yeah, because Evan is at the full force in this round at this
Yeah.
exact moment.
And Yavin can kill that Goliath. So and also he really wants to use the Call of Forest too,
Yeah.
because that would be another
Oh,
only
okay. So
opportunity. Oh yeah,
this is a carryover for the
Carryover,
next round.
one,
That's a nice play.
Zero nicely. Yeah,
And which bobs Eisengram and Milba at the same time, also pulling Ellen out of the deck again.
yeah, and also there's a huge tempo swing.
And
And Ekivoku has no way to get the card advantage back.
yeah, Emer's Wrath doesn't even get the full value here, and he doesn't have any unit to cast his hero power on, so he passes. Damn.
That's a big lead.
Yeah.
And Ekivoku gets the Witchers, and yeah, this is a decent hand, but he's he's two card.
And
Two less cards he has.
yeah, so basically Nemomoyang has all the time in the world to make a big play against whatever Ekivoku is gonna put on the board. And we can see coming
And
from
Vanguard,
Minor, and
5 points.
Brehead Vanguard comes down, gets deployed for 5 points. And
Of Lambert.
yeah, and Bob's the Lambert, that's a big Witcher. So he's playing around the professional the best way he can how.
Yep.
But professional is gonna find a big value one way or the other. So
Yeah,
just-
professional is not the only threat.
and
And Nemomoyang is going for some big sheer value here.
so Shiru value I think is he's
Split
going
damage.
for 8-8 Shiru. Okay, so Shiru is gonna come down for 8-8, which is a 24-point swing.
So
That's-
in this case, so Yavin to put 3 damage on
Oh,
all spirit tip. That's a huge sheer.
so that's even better because it's 8-8-8-8. That's 32-point swing, right?
Yeah.
And he doesn't even have to play professional after that. This is over.
Who needs Geralt for professional to win?
Yeah, when you have a Shiru in your
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
Sheer above the video.
So-
oh, that's so huge.
That's nasty. Is he actually gonna play a professional to kill his own Witcher King just to, reinforce his dominance? Okay, no BM from Nemomoyang, so
yeah.
huge credits to him.
While Sakura would really put that in.
And just to recall, Sakura made a huge BM in the
Yeah.
or showmanship. Basically, he delayed the ledges just one round, one turn
Board wipe.
for full board wipe.
I think that was
yeah.
for a achievement.
That was, but you don't get achievement for friendly plays though, right? Do you get achievement? Do you get grant achievement for friendly
I'm not
plays?
really sure, but
No,
anyway,
pretty sure you don't.
This
Alright.
was a third place match between Ekivoku and Nemomoyang, and Ekivoku has way less experience than most players, so
Yeah.
he could only possibly run only one deck in this tournament. So he had some plays, some not optimal plays because of lack of experience, but his performance was really nice considering he was piloting only one deck.
Yeah, it's actually quite something because when you usually have less experience in the card game, you don't even want to try for the tournament.
Yeah.
You feel like you are not even ready for it. And he actually tried and went to semi-final, and that itself is an act of courage right there. How to just stay away from tournament if I have less than 100 hours of experience. So, congrats to both players, and now we are gonna move on to the final.
Yeah.
See you guys soon.